So I got to the new location, contacted the manufacturer, let them know we were settled and everything was ready to go. Press forward with the rollout of the shoes. At that point in time, we only had the samples to move forward with photography and marketing purposes. So some of you might not have known me before 2020, but some of you might have got brought here through social media or whatnot, or one of my good friends, Mr. Fomer Simpson, did a video post about the shoes on his YouTube channel, and that brought some people here. So however you got here, we appreciate you coming here. March 2021 was supposed to be the official launch date of the Commuter. We were going to do it on a pre-sale basis. The shoes were, the shoes were going to be getting made. The pre-sale money would come in to pay for the manufacturing cost of the shoes. Hopefully I would be able to at least get close to breaking even. But if not, at least I can say I got close to it. So the order was placed. The first couple days of pre-sale was very successful. I was pleasantly surprised by how many people actually liked the footwear and liked the design and, wanted to support what we were doing over here. So thank you for that. If you're still watching and you're one of those people, thank you. I appreciate that. If you ordered a pair of the Commuters back in 2021 in March and in June or July, you got your money back, I'm sure you know why. But for the rest of you who don't know why, there were factory woes and issues. In March, when I started with the Commuter, this particular model was called a showroom sample, not a production sample, a showroom sample. This was made by hand. It was made with the intent of getting sales from a salesman. From there, they create a production sample, and a production sample is made on an actual machine. So it has all the parts and components, and they have to build out the machine to work for your specific footwear. So when you're turning, you're ripping, you're joining, and you're putting high impact and whatnot on your footwear, it doesn't break and give way. At that point, when they started sending me the sample photos of the production sample, it looked completely different than this. The shape was off, the toe box shape was off, the laces were not where they were supposed to be, the eye stays on the front were in different locations. And I reached out, I was like, hey, what's going on? Why does it look different than the original sample? They explained to me, like, your footwear is very difficult to make. We had to make some changes in order for it to fit within our machine's specifications. And at that point, I felt like I was losing the integrity of the design of the shoe. Plus, the outsole of this shoe was delayed roughly 6 months. My manufacturer is a manufacturer, but they don't manufacture all components of the shoe. They only do the uppers and assembly of everything. So they do get components such as like these rubber pieces you see on the front where my logo is, the outsole, the laces from other places, and they assemble all of it in one factory. So this outsole was coming from a manufacturer who dealt with some heavy hitters in the game. I was only ordering 1,000 pairs. These other companies were ordering 20 to 100,000 pairs of shoes. They were bumping my order to fulfill their orders because their manufacturers in other countries had closed down. Needless to say, I contacted everybody the first time, hey, it's gonna be a delay because of this. Next time I had to contact people, hey, it's gonna be a delay because of this. At the third time, I was like, there's no point in me continuing to belabor this process. People need their money. I don't want to be labeled as a bad businessman when it's my first shot out the gate. Some things are harder to achieve than others. Not to say that I gave it a good try and I'm going to give up, because I'm not. I continued on with the order. I just refunded everybody their money back, which I didn't know. It costs money to refund people their money. So I lost a little bit of money too, but it was a learning lesson. So the final straw that broke the camel's back on this manufacturer with me was they tried to give me a completely different outsole. And this outsole right here is unique in a design that fits really well with this particular shoe. I was not willing to compromise on that. We were kind of at a stalemate at that point. I decided to do the hard thing and cancel the order with that manufacturer. I hadn't owed anyone any money. I had already refunded the people money. So took an L on that. And now I had to go back to my bank and do a chargeback and get the money back from them that I had initially used to fund the order. So I was probably gonna take an L on that because obviously I'm in America, they're in China, it was wire transfer things, so a lot of it didn't end up coming back to me. So I ended up losing out on a couple thousands of dollars, but in the end, like I said, it was a big learning lesson. It helped me move forward and it helped me propel the brand to where we are today. I didn't stop to find a new manufacturer.